Well, looks like Kirk Frost's reign of foolishness has finally come to an end because Rashida just did the unthinkable. She signed those divorce papers, leaving Kirk in the dust, looking lost, confused, and regretting every bad decision he ever made. I mean, let's be real. This man cheated, lied, and embarrassed Rashida for years, yet somehow, he always found a way to wiggle his way back in. But this time, it's a wrap. Y'all think Kirk saw this coming, or was he too busy acting like the CEO of Infidelity Incorporated while Rashida was plotting her exit? And let's not forget, the streets are saying Kirk is already spiraling, trying to figure out how to fix this mess, but it might be too late. No more power couple. No more family business. Just Kirk, alone, staring at those papers like they just snatched his soul. So what really went down? What pushed Rashida to finally say, "I'm done"? And most importantly, how is Kirk going to survive without her? Buckle up, because we're about to break it all down. Let's get into it. And just when y'all thought things couldn't get any messier, boom. Rashida didn't just sign those divorce papers for fun. Sis was done, and she made sure Kirk felt every bit of that. Sources say the paperwork was locked in, signed, sealed, and delivered to the lawyers before Kirk even realized what hit him. Imagine thinking you got time to fix things and then, bam, you wake up one morning and half your assets are already under review. That's the level of cold-blooded we're talking about here. Now, Kirk, the man who's been out here thinking he's some kind of mastermind, got played at his own game. And let's not act brand new. His track record is trash. Over the years, Kirk has been the poster child for how not to treat your wife. This man had a whole baby on Rashida, disrespected her on national TV, and acted like his name was Saint Kirk of faithfulness every time he got caught up. But now, the tables have turned, and it's not looking good for him. See, Kirk really thought Rashida was going to sit there forever, waiting on him to change. But what he didn't realize was that while he was out there running game, Rashida was making moves behind the scenes. And when I say moves, I mean real boss moves, the kind that make sure she walks away from this with everything, the businesses, the brand, the legacy. And Kirk, well, let's just say the only thing he's walking away with is regret. Word on the street is that Rashida's legal team ain't playing. They've been gathering receipts like Black Twitter during a celebrity scandal, and trust me, the tea is scalding. Allegedly, Kirk's finances have been all over the place, and let's just say his lifestyle might have been way bigger than his actual bank account. Some sources claim he's been dipping into business funds to support his side activities, and now, it's all coming back to haunt him. You know what they say, what's done in the dark will come to light. And speaking of light, let's shine a little on how the public is reacting because, baby, social media is eating this up. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, everybody got something to say. Some folks are cheering Rashida on like she just won the Super Bowl of breakups. Others? They're clowning Kirk into oblivion. The memes? Endless. One had Kirk photoshopped as a sad little puppy outside of Pressed Boutique with a caption, "When you cheat too many times and lose the boss chick who made you relevant." I mean, the lies? None detected. Even celebrities are getting in on it. Allegedly, some of Rashida's industry friends have been low-key shading Kirk. One insider claims a certain hip-hop queen sent Rashida a "Welcome to the Single Boss Chick Club" text with a bunch of champagne emojis. And if that ain't the definition of "you good, sis," I don't know what is. But here's where it gets even wilder. There are rumors that Kirk's about to face some serious financial struggles after this divorce. See, when you've been out here living large, making reckless decisions, and assuming your wife is going to clean up the mess forever, well, reality hits hard when she finally decides to walk away. And let's just say, Kirk might need to cut back on a whole lot of luxuries real soon. And y'all know the street's been talking about this for a while now. There have been whispers about bad business deals, unpaid debts, and some shady investments that might come back to bite him. Some folks are saying Kirk owes money to a few people who don't exactly, like waiting on payments. And if that's true, phew. Let's just say this divorce is the least of his worries. Now, while Kirk is out here spiraling, let's check in on Rashida, because sis is thriving. Unbothered. Out here living her best life, like a woman who just dropped 200 pounds of dead weight. She's been spotted at events, looking happier than ever, rocking fits that scream, "I won," and posting motivational quotes that low-key feel like shade. One of them said, "Sometimes walking away is the most powerful thing you can do." And tell me that's not a direct hit at Kirk. But here's the real plot twist. Some folks think Rashida's got something new cooking. And no, we're not just talking about business. There have been some very interesting interactions on her IG. A certain mystery man has been liking every post, leaving emojis, and let's just say, the streets are watching. Could Rashida be getting her groove back already? Maybe. Maybe not. But if she is, baby, Kirk is going to be sick. And let's be clear, this ain't no revenge situation. This is grown woman energy. Rashida ain't out here crying. She's leveling up, securing the bag, and making sure her future is solid. And Kirk? Well, let's just say he might need to book a therapy session or 5. Now, as this divorce drama heats up, the biggest question is, what's next? Because while Rashida is winning, Kirk's problems, they're just getting started. And trust me, you do not want to miss what's about to happen next. And just when you thought this divorce was the final bombshell? Nah, baby, we just getting started. Because while Rashida is out here securing her peace, Kirk is realizing that he messed up. Bad. I mean real bad. This ain't just losing a wife. This is losing a whole empire. See, Rashida was never just Kirk's wife. She was the brain, the brand, and the boss behind everything they built. That press boutique? Rashida's vision. That TV fame? Rashida kept it interesting. That money still coming in? Yeah. Rashida made sure the bills got paid while Kirk was out here acting like a love and hip-hop villain. And now that she's officially out, Kirk's scrambling to figure out what's left. But let's talk receipts, because baby, Rashida didn't just wake up and decide to end this. She collected evidence. Word on the street is that her lawyer has been building this case for months. They got bank statements, text messages, side chick testimonies, the whole case file looking like a Netflix documentary waiting to happen. And y'all know the internet don't play detective for free. Some fans have been digging deep, trying to figure out exactly what made Rashida finally call it quits. And baby, the things people have been uncovering? Messier than Kirk's entire career. Apparently, some anonymous sources, you know, those friends who like to spill tea but don't want their names in court papers, are saying Kirk had more than one side chick situation. Y'all remember Jasmine, right? The whole outside baby scandal that had Rashida out here looking like the most patient woman in America? Well, turns out that wasn't even the worst of it. Word is, Kirk was still creeping, still entertaining women half his age like he ain't got grown kids at home. And this time, the evidence was undeniable: screenshots, DMs, phone calls leaked. Some even say Rashida had a private investigator on payroll just to track his every move. And if you think Kirk was shook when he got those divorce papers, oh, baby, he was beyond sick when he realized how deep this goes. Now, let's get into the money, because that's where things get real ugly for Kirk. See, while he was out here doing everything but being a loyal husband, Rashida was making sure she stacked her coins right. She had business accounts separate from personal, legal protections in place, and let's just say, she ain't leaving this marriage empty-handed. But Kirk? Different story. See, when you mix bad spending habits with messy personal choices, you get a man who's about to be in serious financial trouble. Rumors are swirling that Kirk had some behind-the-scenes business losses he was hiding from Rashida. Allegedly, some of those club investments? Straight flops. Some of those real estate flips? Straight L's. And now, with Rashida walking away with her half, Kirk might have to face the ugly reality that he ain't as rich as he thought he was. And social media? Oh, y'all know they are dragging him through the mud. Fans have been flooding his comments talking about, "Kirk, you might want to get a job at Press now." Others are out here making memes of him standing outside the store like a lost puppy. And honestly, they ain't wrong. Because let's talk about Press Boutique. Yes, you heard that right. It ain't pressed no more, it's pressured. Sources say Kirk has been trying to negotiate his way into still having some kind of stake in the business. But guess what? Rashida ain't having it. A close insider claims Rashida made it very clear Kirk's name is off the business. He ain't getting a cut, a corner, or a cent from what she built. And honestly, that's what he deserves. And y'all know, when a man starts losing power, he starts moving desperate. That's exactly what Kirk's doing right now. Apparently, he's been trying to reach out to old friends, calling in favors, and even hitting up industry folks to see if he can get some new business deals going. But here's the problem. His reputation is shot. See, before, he could use Rasheeda's name to open doors. Now, those same doors are getting slammed shut. Nobody in the industry wants to partner with someone who fumbled their biggest bag.
And Rashida?
She's making sure everyone knows she's done cleaning up Kirk's mess. And speaking of mess, let's get into these allegations. Because, baby, some of the things coming out about Kirk's past decisions? A few people are now whispering about some shady business dealings Kirk allegedly had behind the scenes. Some former business associates are even coming forward claiming he owes them money. And let's just say, some of these people, they don't do friendly reminders about debts. If you know, you know. So now, Kirk isn't just facing a messy divorce, he's looking at a whole financial crisis. And Rashida? She's over here watching it all unfold like it's a blockbuster movie. She's been posting vacation pics, looking stress-free, and even dropping some cryptic captions that got people speculating hard. One of them, "Peace looks good on me." And if that wasn't enough to send Kirk spiraling, she's been spotted out with some very interesting company. Because here's where things get really spicy. There have been rumors that Rashida might already have someone new in her life. Now, we ain't saying she's jumping into anything fast, but some folks claim she's been seen last, laughing, smiling, and vibing with a certain mystery man. And Kirk? You already know he's losing it. Because nothing hits a man harder than realizing he got replaced before he even had time to beg properly. So what's next? Well, baby, this divorce is just the beginning. Kirk's about to feel the full force of what happens when you lose a good woman. And trust me, this story is far from over. Because just like that, Kirk is realizing the streets are cold, but divorce court? Even colder. If you thought the drama was over, oh, baby, you're mistaken. Rashida didn't just walk out with her peace of mind. She walked out with half of everything. And Kirk? He's out here scrambling to hold on to what's left. But let's be real, this ain't just about money. This is about power. For years, Kirk held on to Rashida, knowing that without her, he ain't got nothing. He tried to play it cool, act like he was the boss.
But now?
Oh, now he's learning the hard way that Rashida was the one keeping him relevant. And y'all know Kirk ain't the type to go out quietly. Instead of taking his L with dignity, he's out here pulling desperate moves left and right. Sources close to the couple are saying Kirk has been begging Rashida for a sit-down. Not to fix the marriage. Oh no, that ship has sailed, sunk, and been eaten by sharks. Kirk just wants to talk about the money situation. And baby, Rashida ain't entertaining it. In fact, word on the street is that she's been changing locks, cutting ties, and making sure Kirk has no way back into her empire. That includes business accounts, joint properties, even the damn Netflix password. And Kirk? Oh, he's spiraling. Because let's talk about his living situation now that the divorce is real. Kirk is reportedly stuck trying to figure out where he's even going to live. Some sources say he's been couch hopping, staying at friends' houses, while others claim he's trying to move back into one of their old homes. But Rashida? Oh, she made sure he ain't getting a single spare key. And let's not forget the child support situation, because y'all know that's coming up next. Kirk's got kids to support, and with his money drying up, this man is about to learn firsthand what real financial struggle looks like. Now, let's talk about damage control, because when a man like Kirk starts losing everything, what's the next move? Blame the woman, of course. Kirk has reportedly been telling close friends that Rashida is ruining his life by cutting him off financially. Baby, the irony. The audacity. How do you ruin your own marriage with years of cheating and disrespect? But now she's the villain. Make it make sense. And social media? Oh, they ain't letting him get away with that. The internet has been roasting Kirk like a Thanksgiving turkey. The memes? Endless. One person tweeted, "Kirk talking about financial abuse? Sir, you were financially funded by Rashida for years." Another said, Kirk Frost better apply for a job at Prest, because the way Rashida just shut him out, he gonna need employment ASA. And if you think Rashida is sitting around feeling bad, nah, baby, she's living. She's been spotted taking solo vacations, shopping at high-end stores, and even posting some very unbothered selfies. And let's talk about the biggest moment that has Kirk sick. Rashida just did a sit-down interview where she said, and I quote, "I stayed in that marriage for so long because I believed in love. But love isn't enough when there's no respect. I choose myself now." Baby, that's not just a statement. That's a declaration of independence. And Kirk? Oh, he was fuming. Sources say that after the interview aired, he started calling mutual friends, trying to spin the story, saying Rashida is exaggerating the truth and that he's not as bad as people make him seem.
Sir,
We saw you be this bad. The cameras were rolling. The receipts? Endless. But let's get into the bigger picture, because this divorce, it ain't just affecting Kirk and Rashida. It's sending shockwaves through the industry. Producers from Love and Hip Hop are reportedly scrambling to figure out what this means for the show. Because let's be real, Kirk and Rashida were one of the main storylines keeping people tuned in.
and now?
Well, let's just say executives are sweating. One insider claims that the show's producers have been trying to convince Rashida to stay on and document her single life. And honestly, that might just be the best revenge Rashida could get. Imagine a whole season of her thriving, dating, building her empire, while Kirk is out here struggling to book a club appearance. Because that's exactly where he's headed. Word is, Kirk has been trying to get booked for club hosting gigs just to stay afloat. But guess what? Ain't nobody checking for Kirk Frost. The man went from owning businesses with his wife to trying to get paid to pop bottles at lounges. The fall from grace is real.